So hey guys, I wanted to talk about just something a bit different. I thought I would talk a little bit about sort of things that I would like to see in arm wrestling to do with events, things like that. Um, so one of the things that I think could be improved on and bring a bit of something different to the sport would be something focused a bit more on sort of team events where you can be with, or you could do the teams as big as you want, but for this I'll do it with 3 people for each team. And basically those 3 people can, between rounds, talk about strategies and things like that. You could have different weights in there, different weight classes. You could do it with the same weight classes. For this, I'll just do it even. Basically, a pin is worth a point, but I have been playing around as well, like simulating, and for basically lighter guys versus heavy guys, you could do it a bit differently where the light guy earns more points for getting pins on the heavier guy, just to sort of make teams possibly want to tire out the big guy and then claim extra points. Just like I said, trying to bring a little bit of strategy or just something a bit different to the sport. I'm not sure if something like this has been tried before. I've not really seen it done this way, but I think it could be interesting. Maybe something to test out at sort of local clubs. Yeah, a bit of fun, even if it's just a training thing for you guys. Like, just bring a bit of fun, something different to training. So I'll bring you in and show you how it works. Okay, so you see my teams up the top. Team 1, I've kind of just picked a couple of random guys, just guys that I like to watch and be interesting sort of matchups. So you got Tom Holland, Giannis Samoilins, obviously Prudnik, Ermis, Dave Chafee, and Gennady. So I've sort of picked a couple of. I'm going to put, say, if you were doing this where, say, the lighter guys were worth more points than the heavier guys, then you could kind of say they're the light guys, and I mean all these guys are getting pretty similar weights now. But for doing this, I'll keep it simple, and basically we'll just make each pin worth 1 point, basically. So what you do, you pretty much just sort of flip a coin on the start to work out which team gets to pick their match first. So say we flip a coin, team 1 wins. So they could go, all right, we want Prudnik to go up against Gennady, just as an example. So we'll just put PR versus GE. And say you make these, you could do these whatever you want. You could do them out of 3, out of 4, whatever you want really. Just each pin is worth a point. So we'll do it out of 4. Say Gennady wins it 3-1. So Prudnik 1, Gennady 3. So then team 2 get to pick their next match. So they might say, all right, we want Ermis against Dave. So versus Chafee. Don't mind my writing. Let's just say Dave steamrolls it 4-0. So we'll just put 4 points. So then round 2 goes. Team 1 get to pick again who they want. So we'll just go Holland versus Giannis. So say this one's a bit of a war. We'll go Giannis wins it again. So 3, he wins 3. Holland manages to steal the last, or whatever, steals the first, sneaky pin somewhere. The team 2 pick, so they go, all right, we'll pick, this time we'll chuck Gennady up against Prudnik. So Gennady versus Prudnik, even though it's already happened, doesn't matter. And basically each person only get to do 2 matches. So say this time Gennadi's hand's been taxed, so Prudnik actually comes through with the win on this, and say it's the opposite now. Gennadi wins 1, Prudnik wins 3. So now Gennadi and Prudnik are out. So go to round 3. Basically, they're out. So now you could go Hermes versus even though it's already been done, doesn't really matter. These can be all mixed up. This is just for this. So we'll do it. Giannis versus Javy. And obviously then it would be Holland versus Hermes. You would assume Dave's going to truck through Giannis. Holland, Hermes, Hermes versus Chafee, so maybe he's a bit tired. Maybe he wins 3. Holland manages to pinch 1. And like I said, if you were doing this the other way, you could make Hermes beating Holland worth way less than Holland versus beating Hermes. So he might earn, say, 2 points for getting 1 pin, but something that could be changed after. So then basically you just go through and add up all the points. Pretty simple. I mean, you could do more rounds, whatever, but yeah, just something a bit different. So you got 1 point for team 1, 3 points team 2. You got 4 points team 1, 0 that in that round. And you got Holland wins 1, Giannis won 3. You got Gennadi pinched 1, Prudnik got 3. Giannis 0. So Dave's come through with some good wins on this one. Holland gets 1, Hermes gets 3. Then you just add them up. 3, 6, 10. And you got 14. So team 1 would win this. But yeah, that's the basic sort of setup that I've been doing. It's pretty simple. You could get through it pretty quick, and I just think it brings something a little different, especially when, like I said, you start doing these where light guys' wins are worth more and the heavy guys are worth less. It can really change this, and yeah, the results can change a fair bit. But yeah, that's the basics of it. But let me know what you think, and yeah, thanks a lot.